I think there's something really important we have to talk about. It's extremely important. It actually affects hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people every day.
Yep.
And it's like something that has been like, oh my God, it's like, this is like big OMG, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, because like it happened last night.
It happened last night at midnight.
Yeah, it was just like midnight, the clock struck 12
and
the
non-essential
people can travel across the border.
So,
well, I mean, like for those of you that don't cross that often, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but let me explain to you what's going on. When the borders got closed, only the people for essential travel were able to cross to the United States.
Right.
Well, they kind of said it was Mexico too at one point, and they didn't really enforce it. Though,
right.
Right? Which is so beautiful. That's what I love about Mexico, though. I mean, there's parts of it is just like, you know, it's more freedom here sometimes, you know? I mean, I don't know, that's what it feels like. You know, in the U.S., I cross over, and I'm going on a tangent here, but as soon as I cross over, it's like, once again, you know, those complete stops, you know, those, make sure you're hitting that turn signal. I mean, it's just like, you got to be perfect, right? Down here, there's a little bit more room for error, which is cool. But the U.S. was enforcing non-essential travel.
Right. You were able to go across to the United States if you were a U.S. citizen,
right,
or a legal resident of the United States.
Right. Okay. So what that ended up doing, you guys, was that allowed everybody to keep coming down to Mexico,
right,
which was great for Mexico,
right,
because Tijuana, Rosarito, Ensenada got all of those people coming down still for all different kinds of reasons, which we'll get into at some point later in the video. But all those people kept coming down and spending all that money down here, which just was wonderful because we saw more restaurants opening up, we saw more businesses, there was just so much more activity. And obviously people had been cooped up in their homes for so long, they got to come down here when the beaches got opened up, they got to come down here and really get outside and have some fun, because we all need to have some fun in life, right? So the people coming south were able to come, but the people going north, going into the U.S., were only people that had permanent residence.
Permanent residents and U.S. citizens.
And U.S. citizens
they were
only.
welcome back. And some essential workers as well, like hospital workers, doctors, and stuff like that.
So you had to get a special permit or agreement or whatever to be able to do that. But what that meant was all of the Mexicans or the people that were living on the south side of the border that didn't have visa.
That. That only had the tourist
visa. Had tourism visas,
right,
weren't able to cross. And there's a huge economy of people that travel across the border and buy all along that southern border in all of those shops. And I feel so bad for all of those business owners that have lost all of that business over the, I don't know how long this has been. It feels like it's been 50 years.
It's been about 22 months, I believe.
Okay, yeah. But you know, all of those shops haven't been able to benefit from that cross-border traffic. And we have such great cross-border relationships where the business people are buying and the businesses on both sides really work together.
Right.
But right now, really what happened was that Mexico had an advantage over the U.S. because all those people, once again, got to come down to Mexico, but U.S. didn't get to have all those people go up and go to their businesses. So I feel really bad for those San Diego businesses that lost out for the last 2 years, because I know a lot of them have had a lot of trouble and have been struggling. And I really, my heart goes out to all of those people down there, all right, along that border. But right now, the border has been open as of 12 o'clock last night.
Right, that's right. And there's
and the border lines are supposed to be like 12-hour long now, right?
Well, I've heard that people were standing in line.
My father-in-law told me he was leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning because he had to be, you know, he had to go over there, you know, and be somewhere at 8 o'clock, right? He was thinking it was going to be like 12-hour lines or something, right?
Exactly, but that's not reality. Actually, I was watching live transmission this morning from Baja Tactem. We'll share some of the images on the video. And the line, surprisingly enough, was not long at all. There was literally almost nobody walking.
And what do you attribute that to?
I don't know, but you know, I figure.
I know.
Oh, you really know?
That.
Okay, so what's the answer?
I figured it all out. I know.
Okay, tell me.
They don't need to travel anymore. All the businesses are closed. Everybody in Tijuana opened up new businesses, so they're able to buy and go eating and shopping now all in Tijuana.
No, I don't think that's right.
They don't have to cross anymore.
I don't think that's right.
You don't think so?
I think people got ready to go across, because last night the border traffic was really bad. I was driving back from Tijuana, last night with my
So
family.
people
and we
still
saw
want to
it.
go north.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank God.
But I
Woo.
think they really put a lot of people to work. You know, they
Right.
were organized in both sides of the borders because Tijuana was
so
very
did
organized.
they open up all of the lanes?
They opened up a lot of lanes,
Okay.
and
All
people
right.
were crossing in the middle of the night.
All
'Cause
right.
when that 12 o'clock hit,
Yeah, I know,
people
sure.
started crossing.
And here's really the struggle is that some of those people with those tourist visas have family over there.
Right.
And they haven't really been able to see those family members for a very long time. And that, to me, my heart, once again, goes out to those people that have struggled and not been able to go across that border. My wife just has a tourism visa, right? But, you know, her biggest thing right now is, you know, not being able to shop, you know, which my heart goes out to all of you people from Tijuana, Rosarito that haven't been able to shop, you know,
In the
because
US,
that's,
right.
you know, I know they're just going through those, you know,
The withdrawals.
the withdrawals of not being able to hit those malls over there right now.
But you know what? A lot of restaurant owners here in Tijuana and Rosarito, they buy a lot of products in the U.S. too. So, for example, my wife's aunt, you know, she buys a lot of her, I guess, you know, ingredients for her restaurant out in the U.S. and she wasn't able to do that because she's on a tourist
Did she
visa
find
too.
a different way around? I mean,
She had to. She found similar products in Mexico, but there are some specific products that
Yeah.
she goes to the U.S. for, and she couldn't buy.
So do you
them
think
for.
she'll go back to buying those products in
absolutely.
the U.S. or
Absolutely.
is she going to keep doing it from?
I think a lot of people do that nowadays. I mean, we depend on both sides of the border.
Right.
I mean, people coming south into Mexico so that they can bring that economy over. But the U.S., especially specifically speaking of the border cities,
Right.
they utilize a lot of the people going across too to spend some of those dollars.
You know what I've heard also too, and this is really interesting, is the border traffic coming south has started to, is starting to become challenging as much as it is going north now.
Yeah, I have a friend, and he told me that they opened up more lanes because it
Right.
wasn't enough. Friday evening is impossible to come across Mexico. The lines are, you know, long.
And that's just because Mexico is doing like heavy inspections.
No, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think they're doing heavy
so.
inspections.
I think there's
but I
just
think it's
so
just
many
the
people.
amount of people
Exactly.
coming down.
I think there's just so many people that are coming down to want to have fun.
Yeah.
Come down here and enjoy and experience
relax.
the lifestyle. They probably want to go to Yaqui Tacos and get a taco.
Absolutely.
They're probably, you know, so I'm sure Yaqui's has just got, you know, they're going to need to open up a whole new parking space over there.
I hope so.
All right. What else we got on our list we need to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we want to make sure that you guys understand, you know, what are the rules for non-essential travelers going across to the United States. And one of the things they're asking is for acceptable proof of vaccination. I'm going to have my video team to put up a screen with all of the documents that you can use to come across. But some of them are the vaccination certificate with QR codes. You can either do a printout or you can bring your mobile phone. And as long as it has a QR code, you're going to be able to prove that you have been vaccinated. And some of the accepted vaccines that they're accepting coming across is J&J, which is Johnson & Johnson, the Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and there's a couple more.
If you're not vaccinated, you can't cross.
At least that's what they're saying.
Okay.
You need to
All
have
right.
proof of vaccination. There's a lot of documents that they're actually allowing for you to bring, including photographs of your vaccination records. If you guys want more information, go to cdc.gov, cdc.gov. So,
Yeah.
but one of the things to keep in mind is
Right.
some of the vaccines are not accepted. So
Okay.
some of the, like
So-
for example, teachers down here in Mexico got the 𝗁𝗄𝗏 vaccine, I believe, which is a Chinese brand, and they're not accepting those vaccines. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So a lot of people are not going to be
All right.
happy about
So
that.
it's not just if you want to get vaccinated, it's what you
It's
got
what you
vaccinated,
got vaccinated with.
Okay. All right. This is we want to open up that for discussion because I'll just go crazy. All right. But other than that, that's it on the border right now.
That's it on the border right
Okay.
now.
You guys, we have a border crossing page on our website. You could just type in Baja 123 border crossing, right?
Yep.
And you'll find it right away, or Baja 123 border wait times. And
Right.
once again, that'll come right up in the search results. And on there, we actually have live webcams. You can actually see the border right on that web page. And then underneath that, we explain to them
How to get to the border. We have links so that you guys can see the actual and real-time border crossing wait times. So that way you're not guessing. And then we have the 3 different borders that are near us.
Right now we have San Ysidro border, the 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏, and the 𝗁𝗏 border,
that's
right?
right.
So all 3 of those, we have information for any of those crossings that you have. Most people are crossing at the San Ysidro border crossing. The camera is for the San Ysidro crossing area. There is a border crossing app that we have a link for to that. If you're crossing a lot right now, there's also a link for insurance, car insurance, which is Baja Bound, and we are great friends with those guys at Baja Bound Car Insurance. We have a link for them on that page too. You can get there and you can get your online insurance from them. I use it for all of my vehicles that are registered in the U.S. and that are coming down for my U.S. cars, and I also recommend them to my clients. I know the owners and the people who work there. They are great people, and if you're looking for good car insurance, make sure to click on that link and go talk to them, or you don't even have to talk to them. You just fill it out online and print it, and you're done. It's easy. It's easy. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Okay, anything else on the border crossing?
That's it.
Thank you for watching our video. If you're planning on buying real estate in the Rosarito Beach area, make sure to give us a call. Have a great day, everybody.